Welcome to Anime Sensei, guys, and today's topic promises to be mind-blowing. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. And beware for the following spoilers. Hellsing Ultimate, the most powerful vampire in history, with lives that never end. No matter how many times you attack him and put him down, he just keeps coming back right up and hitting you with everything he got. He's the most powerful and the most bored vampire, to the point he keeps himself open to attacks and putting his guard down. He is the definition of oof broken and unfair, to the point that when he's faced by a complete army, he was able to destroy them with ease. And they were the ones running from him in terror after he released his Zero form, which is his true power, where he's able to use the power and summon anyone and everyone that he ever consumed, and to the surprise of the enemies, he had consumed hundreds of thousands of people and soldiers, all from different eras, as well as vampires, gaining the ability to use their powers and abilities. If you ever need someone to eradicate a complete army for you, you know who to call now. Nine, Yozakura Quartet. It was already clear that Akina had something for Hime, and she did too. They go on adventures together every episode, strengthening their bonds together and growing closer as friends and comrades, fighting next to each other for the sake of the Yukai. It's only until a later episode that his true emotions are revealed for Hime, when he's in the meeting with the elders and urges her not to be rash or lose her patience and lash out at them all the evening. The next thing he does, he lashes out and lets his powers go berserk the second they taunt him about tuning Hime back to the spirit world. Hime became terrified by his power and tried to calm him down as much as possible. Saying no more words, he left out of the meeting along with Hime, leaving in their place a 3 floors crater as the aftermath of his powers going rampant. This incident showed Hime how much important she is to him and made her feelings go overdrive for him. 8, Plunderer. I know, guys, I know. Plunderer had a pretty good start, but unfortunately after the 10th or so episode, the quality plummeted quite drastically. Well, even so, it was kind of fun waiting every week, wondering if you would get another episode like the episode 10, and then getting disappointed. Don't you guys agree? Also, for those of you who haven't watched this anime, the story revolves around the concept of numbers. The numbers decide your social status and power. Once your number plummets to 0, you get thrown into the abyss, and the main character is someone who has quite a lot of numbers at him. Now, the idea itself is quite brilliant, but a bad anime adaptation. 7, Luck and Logic. After he overloaded all of his powers in a battle 2 years ago, Yoshichika Tsurugi has completely lost his ability to control the power of logic and is now turned into a completely normal citizen. However, by chance he meets Athena, a foreigner goddess from a land called Tetra Heaven. She provides Yoshichika with his logic card, granting him the power of logicalism again. Soon after, he joins another logic counter agency, also known as the ALCA. There, he meets other logicalists and works together with them, forming bonds to become a strong hero. He's a super strong logicalist. He's a super capable trance user, using it for 2,066 hours in total. While entranced with Athena, he can use his cape as a shield and can deal damage with the shield by throwing it, like Captain America. 6, Lord of Vermilion. A weird phenomenon is taking place in Tokyo, rendering all its citizens and animals alike unconscious, only to reawaken 6 days later. However, in these 6 days, and just like when God created the world in 7 days, the population, and especially the younger ones, were being chosen as candidates to become the Lord of Vermilion. All they have to do is one tiny thing: kill every other candidate. This anime is kind of like Grail Wars and Fate, but the servant is the master himself, armed with the powers specially tailored to his liking. In this gruesome battle, who will become the Lord of Vermilion? Stay tuned and find out for yourself. 5, Maogakuen no Futekigosha. From the name, it might sound like I'm trolling, but forget about the long-ass name. We're simply talking about the misfit of Demon King Academy. an isekai anime that aired in 2020, and this is one of the best isekai anime out there. Magical fights, cute girls, demon, and a fantasy high school, this anime has all the recipe for a perfect isekai. Anos Voldegode might just be the most boastful anime character of all time, and with how overpowered he is, he's earned the right to brag as much as he wants. Anos Voldegode reincarnates and sees that the world has changed drastically, and while having just a fraction of his actual power, he sets out to change the world again. 4. From Kuroshitsuji. Every watcher of this season had a crush moment with Sebastian. He's the demon butler of Seal Phantom Hive. Sebastian has a tall appearance with totally professional attire and demeanor. But once he transitions towards the demon form, you wouldn't believe it. There's a reason for Sebastian to be on the first spot on our list. He has a personality that is pretty hard to break down. All I can say is that Sebastian is one loyal butler to his master. No matter what happens, he never lets his guard down and saves the day in the most unexpected and fun way. His speed, power, attitude, everything is unbeatable and perfect. He's gifted with the most overpowered abilities we can see in Kuroshitsuji that makes him a perfect overpowered demon for our list. Voila! Three, Fire Force. You're missing out a lot if you haven't watched the Fire Force. The story revolves around killing demons that overtook humans often in the plot. Shinra is our protagonist, who is the 3rd and 4th generation pyrokinetic while serving the Fire Force team. Due to his dark past, his goal was to always become a hero. As Shinra's family died in the flames caused by spontaneous humans, his goal is to save as many people as he can and not let anyone suffer like he did all his childhood. If we talk about Shinra's abilities, he is a total badass, possessing powers that are unmatched. Even when compared to the best, he has the ability to control flames. Even though a newcomer in the Fire Force Academy, he still gave a tough time to the most experienced members. His ability to manipulate and control fire is just on a whole other level. Shinra also possesses a Dola Burst that makes him a lot stronger overall. When we talk about an overpowered anime character with the powers of a demon, Shinra is always present. 2. Beelzebub. From the title, you get the idea that there's going to be a bit of the supernatural in this anime. And you're right, this show features demons. Ishiyama High is a school filled with teenage punks. You can refer to it as Delinquent's Paradise. In the midst of all the chaos and disorderliness in the school, one thing is clear. Avoid Tatsumi Oga. He's the most notorious of all the delinquents. In a world of delinquents, anything can happen. Oga finds the baby Biel, the son of the Demon Lord. And together with Hildegard, the demon maid, he sets out to raise the baby demon. What sort of future awaits them? One, Isekai Mao to Shukan Shoujo no Dore Majutsu. Diablo in this anime got transported into his favorite MMORPG game. Becoming the Demon Lord in his most playable game, Diablo has an interesting story filled with the most beautiful girls all around him. Can you imagine that? The story begins when our main character, whose name is Takuma, is summoned into the game by 2 girls to make him a servant of them. However, the spell is a false alarm, and Rim and Shira are the 2 girls who were hypnotized. The spell turns upside down, and now those 2 will serve Takuma till the end. Takuma is known as the Demon Lord Diablo in the series, and is too much overpowered. He has a handful of useful powers, such as the Ebony Abyss, Distorted Crown, Call of Darkness, and the list goes on. Diablo is a perfect example of a demon king who's got a bit of a screw loose up there. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya! If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's bebop. Put Steins Gate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, put you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you